The classroom activity that I want to share is an example from Education 5500, Leading Professional Learning and Development. The objectives in the class are to deepen understanding of frameworks for learning, development, community, and professional practice. Graduate students read about, discuss, and reflect upon the nature of learning and leading a growth-oriented community. A challenge that we contend with in any community of people poised to learn is being growth-minded rather than slipping into what Ellen Langer coined autopilot. Autopilot is that moment when you're driving on the highway and you think, can I even remember the last 8K? We're biologically wired to slip into autopilot, and being in organizations is no different. So the state of autopilot in a learning community is really an exterminator of invention, collaboration, and the energy gift provided by insight. The learning activity I'm going to share provided an opportunity for graduate students to connect the ideas of autopilot and being open or noticing anew with their own attitudes of, I know this already, and ooh, there might be something here worth learning. In this class, I want my graduate students to recognize their own attitudes towards themselves as learners. So on the third day of summer school graduate studies, I come into the class with a box. And with that box, I label notes on the whiteboard, I put signs on it, things that draw attention to the box. Do not touch, don't open, dare not see what's inside. And it starts to create a curiosity. I also will bring like a white sort of scarf to pretend like I'm a maitre d', and I really up that something in this box is something special. Lo and behold, when I open the box, it's a simple jar of hot sauce. My students, I can tell you, are disappointed. They're expecting something different than a simple jar of hot sauce. And the first thing I ask them is to consider what this is. And I have them write maybe 5 minutes, enough time that they start to get bored, enough time that I have to encourage them to keep going. And again, I ask them, consider what this is, and they write. And then after 5 minutes or so, when I read the room to be, like I say, bored, I ask, please consider what this could be or what it could represent. They write, and then we have a conversation. Some of the ideas that come from the hot sauce in what it is hot sauce. It's ground pulverized pepper. It's a seasoning for food or spicy. And then, of course, in the next question, what might this be? Answers start to come out like, it's like dinner with my dad growing up, or it's an invitation to my uncle over at our house. We start to talk about what this might be. Now, this is not the point of the exercise, even though that's always an entertaining start to the class. I then ask the students, what about our class? What about the here and now provided the conditions to be open to think about hot sauce in a novel way? Why were they open to be able to connect with such a mundane topic as hot sauce? What were the conditions present in the classroom? How had the 2 previous days built to this gift of being open? So we purposely then discuss the challenge of being open versus closed, the challenge of seeing ourselves as there's nothing to learn here versus, well, maybe there's something here that I haven't noticed yet. And how this hot sauce experience, we ask, creates for us an agreement for how we will be and continue to learn together in this class.